Good afternoon, everyone. This is Max von Teichman, Customer Success Manager with the team here at Bluebird. And today we're going to be walking you through a typical use case that we see amongst our clients, specifically in the contracting and home improvement industry. Now, the platform is designed to really manage complexities, especially when dealing with external sales networks. And we really excel in a market such as this. So I'm going to walk you through, first of all, the account setups that we typically might see, and some of the various features that are oftentimes will go into use. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we're using a test company named Teichman. Teichman manufactures products, construction-related products, that would typically be sold through a network of contractors. Now we're generating leads that are then going to be distributed to these external contractors. And you'll notice here in our company structure that we have four principal accounts. So Teichman, the parent account, where all of the leads will be flowing into, and then the child companies. So we have markets for Eastern USA, Western USA, and Canada. The important thing to note here is that each of these child accounts is going to have their own unique contractor roster, as well as managers. And this can be done to make sure that we have unique workflows if Canada has different routing rules than the United States does, but also segmented reporting. So each of these managers will be able to have insights into how their network is performing without having any visibility into the other regions. So first of all, our parent account, the dashboard, we can see every lead that's come in over time through a certain date range, how many of those are unique. So in this case, 86 unique leads have come through, and then how many total. We'll also see the breakdown of those leads across the roster. Now, the reason why these two numbers are different is that we often will manage duplicates of leads. And what we mean by that is, in most cases in the contracting world, it requires that more than one quote is being given to the consumer themselves. So what our platform will do in this case is we will receive a lead, we'll determine how many contractors actually fit the criteria of that lead, and then we'll make copies of it so that each and every contractor who's available, ready, and fits the criteria receives a copy. Ultimately, this is really targeted towards improving the consumer experience. Now, towards the bottom here, you'll notice I can see all of my various users and which region they're a part of, how many they've accepted, how many they've declined, and how many they've timed out. Every lead on Bluebird is distributed with a timer attached. And here we have the lead screen, so I can show you a little bit more about that. We'll notice that Susan Williams came in here at 2:37 p.m. Jada Schneider accepted that lead within 5 minutes. Now, we have a 5-minute timer on these leads. That's considered best practice in the industry because, as we know, reaching out to leads within the shorter the amount of time you reach out to them, the more likely you have of a chance of closing that lead. So Susan was accepted by Jada. Now, if I scroll down, I might be able to find some other examples like these, where this lead came through and ultimately was sent to the catch-all because we weren't able to find a user that fit all the criteria. So if I click through the available users, you'll notice that this user, Carol, was discarded because she failed to meet a certain tag, Sunset Cedar. In this case, that's a product tag. So while Carol was, potentially within the geography of this lead, she was not equipped to sell the product that the lead in question was interested in. Likewise, on this account, we are configuring rules with geography, and I'll jump into one of the child accounts. Carol Dickens is currently servicing leads only within the greater Chicago area. We are mapping and plotting each lead on the map, dropping a pin, and only qualifying agents who have a sales territory in that area. Now, what this does, of course, in the contracting industry, much of the job is going to be done on site, and therefore it's really important that we have someone readily available and selling the correct product in question. Thanks a lot for listening, and looking forward to diving into use cases such as this in further detail.